Hello and welcome back to our study of Peninei Halacha, the teachings of Rabbi Eliezer Melamed Shlita. Okay, here we are. We're back. This is so exciting. I hope everyone had a good break, a good summer thus far. We are already well into Chodesh Elul as we get ready for Yomim Naram Haba Aleinu L'Tova, a new year, and we say Tichla Hashana V'Kilo L'Seha. We hope that this year and all of its curses shall end, that we begin a new year with only blessings. Just a bit of introduction. First of all, our usual dedication. We learn each day Le'ili Nishmas, Sarah Daniel Shimon ben Harav Darom V'Sheli Shem Kam Damo. And I also just want to note that this past Shabbos we observed the Yahrzeit, mother of one of our very dedicated listeners, Sarah Devorah bas Yaakov Hakohein, and Shem Shel Aliyah on her second Yahrzeit, and also Le'ili Nishmas Gittel Bat Ephraim, a 98-year-old Holocaust survivor who just passed away, who had the zechus to have burial in Eretz Yisrael, and just returned from that. And we ask everyone to please continue davening for Chaylei Tzva Gan Yisrael, for Shalom L'Chol Petzua Yisrael, and the safety of our brothers and sisters in Eretz Yisrael. So this is very exciting because when I was in Israel, I got my hands on the newest volume of Peninei Halacha. I don't think it's even available here in the States yet. It was literally just published a couple of months ago. And this volume is called Cheftzei Kodesh. So an entire volume that's dealing with items of sanctity. So I'll just give you a rundown of the table of contents, and we'll spend a bit of time. We'll go through it. It's just really important. So first we begin with the Mitzvah of Tzitzit, then goes on to Tefillin, Kippah, Mezuzah, the Mitzvah of writing a Torah, honor that we have for Sifrei Kodesh, Shemos, the Shul, building a Shul, and things that are found in a Shul, a little bit of Kriyas HaTorah as well at the end. So I'm very, very excited about this, and thank you for joining us on our journey as we continue spreading the Torah of Rabbi Eliezer Melamed Shlita. So let's get right to it. Mitzvah Tzitzit. Mitzvah kol ish Yisrael shalavesh beged ba'al kar b'kanfo sheyatil bo psila tzitzis. There's a mitzvah on any male that wears a four-cornered garment that you have to hang tzitzis on them, these strings, as we'll discuss. And by seeing the tzitzis hanging on your garment, you will remember all of the mitzvos. And then you will distance yourself from all the desires and things that get us into trouble, that make our hearts and eyes and everything go astray. And through this, we will be unique and will be sanctified to God. Because the pasuk says, "Vayomar Hashem al Moshe lemor, Daber el bnei Yisrael v'amarta lehem ma'asu lehem tzitzis al kanfei v'dehem l'rasam v'nesnu al tzitzis hakanaf betil tcheles. V'haya lachem l'tzitzis isem oso u'zechartem es kol mitzvos Hashem v'asisem osam v'lo sasuru acharei levavchem acharei einechem asher atem zonim achareihem ma'an tizgeru v'asisem es kol mitzvos v'yisem v'dashim le'lo v'keichem." These should be quite familiar to us. Of course, this is the third chapter of the Shema, which we recite number of times daily. And the pasuk also says in Devarim Chav Beis, we just had it in yesterday's parsha, Gedilim ta'aseh al arba kanvos kesusecha asher techasa bach. You have to have these Gedilim on your four corners. So af she'ein chova liknos beged shel arba kanvos l'kaim bos mitzvah tzitzit. So as we mentioned, that if you're wearing a garment of four corners, then you have to have tzitzis. It doesn't mean you have to go and get a garment of four quarters. That's only if you happen to have one, then you put tzitzis. But even though that's the case, nevertheless, it is appropriate and fitting to fulfill this mitzvah. So we get a dalet kanvos, we get a four-cornered garment to express our identity as Jews that is visible to all. So we can explain, the Torah didn't want to obligate us to wear a garment that would require tzitzis, to give us the ability to embrace and enhance the mitzvah by choosing to do so. And this will elevate us even more, identify with the mitzvos, and it will strengthen our performance of mitzvos. The tzitzis are made from white strings. And then the Torah has commanded to add a string of techeles. We'll see what techeles is. So through the period of the diaspora, it's been very hard to find techeles, to attain techeles. Even so that in the time of the Gaonim, again, you're talking about the year before the year 1000 and the hundreds of years preceding, that already people had forgotten how to prepare tcheles. V'kimas hamitzvah b'chuti levan levad, and they only used white string. Yesh sovrim shekayom nimtza haderech lachines tzeva tcheles v'chazra hamitzvah l'shlav tcheles b'chuti hatzitzis. And we'll see this later on, but there are those that have figured out today, or we think we know how today, how to prepare the proper blue for tcheles, and therefore people are now more and more so wearing tcheles on their tzitzis. So Amram Chachamim, Chazal tell us, Shkula mitzvah zu keneged kol mitzvahs kulan, that this mitzvah is in the same weight, or it's equal to all the other mitzvahs. V'zos mishum shehi maskiras kol mitzvahs, because there is a mention or reminder of all the mitzvahs in the Torah when we wear tzitzis. Uzchiras hamitzvahs ma'ores la'asiyasan, and by remembering the mitzvahs, this will enhance us and remind us that we should perform them. Shne'emar u'yisem also uzechartem es kol mitzvahs Hashem asisam asam. By seeing the tcheles or seeing the tzitzis and remembering all the mitzvahs, we will do them. Od Omer Chachamim, Chazal tell us further in the Gemara Menachos Mem Gimel, Kol Hazaretz Mitzvah Zu, anyone who is meticulous in this mitzvah, Zocha Mekabel Pnei Shechina, will merit and receive the face of the divine presence. Sha'ovahu roes atzitzis pa'amim rabos mershach yom. Since you see the tzitzis many times a day, zichrona nechkak b'libo, then the memory of this, of what the tzitzis reminds us of, it is engraved on your heart. V'gam kashe'enu mabit ba, and even if you're not looking at them, he maskir lo asam kol mitzvos. It reminds us of all the mitzvos. V'azocher osam tamid nechshav k'mekabel pnei Shechina, and then anybody who's always remembering, you have your tzitzis, you feel them, you see them, you know that they're on you, then you are remembering the mitzvos, and it's as if you are accepting the face of the Shechina. Kivin shatzitzis nearest klapechut, since the tzitzis are seen on the outside, the strings, harishakol Yehudi shemekayim es mitzvos hatzitzis mar ba'atzma shu dovak b'Hashem v'rotzel lizkor lahazkiros kol mitzvosav. So then, by having your tzitzis being seen, then you're showing also that you are clinging to God, and you're remembering, and you want to remember all the mitzvos, and you are sanctifying the name of heaven. Excuse me, that the pasuk in Bamidbar says, and you're going to be sanctified, holy to your God. Because by wearing the tzitzis, we become sanctified and unique to God. And then we will be recognizable to all as we are representing the kingdom of HaKadosh Baruch Hu as his servants, as his dutiful avadim, and our love of mitzvah. So that's our introduction to this new sefer, and it's very, very exciting, and we'll learn more about tzitzis as we go along. So thank you for joining us for this journey. Please continue davening for Chayei Tzvah Gan Yisrael for Shalom Chol Tzvah Yisrael, the safety of brothers and sisters in Israel. And this year, Lili Nishmas Isha Sarah Devorah Bas Yaakov Hakohein, observing our second year in Gittel Bat Ephraim, Zichron Levrach. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day, and we are right back at it.